We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, honestly, this wasn't the video I have in mind to do, but I had to, respond because I have seen the overwhelming, comments and people into them feelings. But I can tell you this: most of you did not watch any of the videos, yet you are jumping to conclusions. Oh my! And you people claim that you're smart. This statement perfectly encapsulates the very behavior that hinders meaningful discussion and critical thinking. So let's break this down. So before we continue, during this, we're going to let you listen to voicemail. As you know that we are transparent, you're going to hear it from a man. Yeah, man, we had spoken to him on several occasions, and I hear him tell you that why always with the epitome of bad mind and jealousy. But before we reach there, we're just going to give you some little context here. Because we believe in transparency. We believe in our truth. So most people reacting without understanding. So it's astonishing how often people form strong opinions without engaging fully with the material. So most of you, let me retract that statement. Some of you, especially those who have affinity for, for others, or a certain person, a ghost, somebody who hide in obscurity, in which people just get into them feelings and people do not like fear the truth. In which that's how most Jamaican people are. That's how we were cultured, nurtured, socialized and domesticated, not to think as people. Anything that go against, so we're getting our feelings. That's the difference with most people and yours truly. I can think critically. So it's astonishing how people form strong emotions and opinions. Whether it's a video, article or discussion, they jump to conclusions based on assumptions or snips of information rather than the entire context. This reactive behavior not only undermines the validity of their arguments, but also stifles the potential for learning and growth. So that's why them just stuck in a one gear and them can't go in a second gear and not even reverse. Yeah, hey. I was talking to a guy, talking to a man who told me that I have other cousin, all corals, John Wayne. Yeah, him have a car, we never reversing like that all. I wonder how he used to reverse all them thing there. Man said, boy, hey, John Wayne, I want the best. Yeah, him have a car and it now have no reverse. So I want to know how him get it all pass and all them thing there. So, you understand? So the reason why people, them stifle potential, for learning and growth. Yeah, what thing on them cognitive biases? People are naturally inclined to seek out information that confirm their pre-existing beliefs. Confirmation bias. That's why most people no more. Some people, them can't think. So that's why the reason why when people, them don't believe in what is right, them believe in who's right. So them don't think because them have that confirmed biases, the cognitive biases. And this lead to dismissing or reacting defensively to anything that challenges those beliefs, even without fully understanding it. If you understand, a school in the day, yeah, school, Jamaica Young Police Channel, is a university by itself. So then you have emotional triggers. Certain topics or figures, like Sir P, elicit strong emotional responses. When emotions takes over, rational analysis often takes a backseat. So people just get upset. Oh, we are saying. You have to think critical. Growth. So instead of watching the content and processing it critically, people react based on how they feel about the subject. Then you have group mentality, just like how you have a herd, a goat, or a flock of sheep. You have the group mentality in tightly knit communities or fandoms. They are often an unspoken rule. Defend your leader or preferred perspective at all costs. Even Valentine the leader wrong, them still defend the leader. All because them like the leader. The leader can't do nothing wrong. This can result in knee-jerk reactions where individuals align with the group without verifying the details for themselves. So it's just like even in America where you say, I will tell you, because I will tell people you read Mama Papa truth. You saw what happened on January 6, 2021. You have some Americans who tell us that not happen because of where them get the information from. Because them have a confirmation bias, cognitive biases. Them can't think for themselves independently. Even police that were attacked, other police support the rioters them. I see me, you attack a police, you attack me, so me can't defend you. So I just saw it go. Because of group mentality, lack of patience. So we live in a fast-paced world where people want to form opinions quickly instead of investing time to engage fully with content. They opt for shortcuts, relying on hearsay and partial information. So the importance of context. Without context, any critique or defense become baseless. Watching the full video, reading the entire article, or listening to the complete argument is crucial for forming a well-rounded opinion. Context provides the why and how behind a statement, allowing for a more informed and balanced perspective. Or while somebody who claims that them a nurse, registered nurse, and them a doctor, them a lawyer, and them afraid to entertain a different perspective, to think, because it go against them confirmed biases. What does jumping to conclusion achieves? It weakens your argument when you haven't engaged with the material and still argue vehemently. It shows it's easy for others to poke holes in your stance when it lacks substance. It stifles meaningful dialogue. Conversation devolve into emotional back and forths rather than constructive discussions. Instead of exchanging ideas and learning from one another, both parties become defensive. It perpetuated misinformation, reacting without verifying facts, spread incomplete or false narrative, further distorting the truth. So I tell you how to avoid this trap. Watch the entire video or read the entire article before forming an opinion. Don't because people have said this or because you say that or you see a thumbnail and the thumbnail you don't like what it say. Not because it says something and you feel it go against your belief, your bias. You jump up and you come to a conclusion without even having all of the information. This way you will understand the context, argument and nuances presented. Ask questions before jumping to conclusions. If something feels off, or challenges your belief, ask clarifying questions, seek understanding before making judgments. Pause and reflect. Give yourself time to process the information. Immediate reaction often stems from emotions rather than rational thoughts. Engage in constructive dialogue. When people agree with people, them start say, boy, people mad, and people this, and people that. Instead of attacking the person, attack the argument. Attacking the person is not helping you. It will lower your IQ. Engage in constructive dialogue. Discuss your thoughts with others who have also fully engaged with the content. Open discussions help uncover different interpretations and insights. So before you post a comment, watch the video. Watch the videos before you post comment. Because you just jump into conclusion, you just want to be the biggest and the loudest noise for everybody to hear you without even watching the video. What are you afraid of? The truth? Or you don't want to learn? Engaging critically with content requires efforts, patience, and humility. It's mean being willing to admit when you have misunderstood something or when new information changes your perspective. Instead of jumping to conclusion, take the time to understand the full picture. Only then can you contribute meaningfully to the conversation and grow intellectually. Some people don't want to grow. Some people just rather want to stay right there and be, how you mean, dummy? And you know, so boy, you know, so we love, that's our favorite word we love call people. So a whole heap of people in this intellectual stagnation, understanding and overcoming in it. Intellectual stagnation refers to a state in which cognitive growth and intellectual development slow down or cease altogether. School in there, you know. Yeah, so nobody feel like say, we're a detective. Because we know say enough of oh boy, this and that. Hey, there's no, look here, we can't tell you this. And we can't tell any guy, any girl. Our self-esteem and our self-confidence, we up. Remember me tell you that. Ask anybody we know way. We never afraid to talk with nobody. And we can't tell you some things so well, when we in our military, because of we them have to change. Because people used to see themselves as gods, realize that I know everybody worship them. Because when it come on to the truth, we are going to talk up. That's why to this date, even to now, right now, them still over. Right now, maybe over 100,000 when you calculate interest or maybe more. Because we stand up for what is right, not who is right. Because we refuse to sell our soul to destroy another black man's life because of lies. So them hold on to our money and them use the levers of power. Boy, we don't know say one day we still are going to get justice. So I want to give up on that. Although I'm more than a decade. Let me show you how we stay. So enough people, manifestation of intellectual stagnation, lack of curiosity. This is one of the earliest signs of intellectual stagnation. So if I know things are intelligent, we don't lack lack intelligence. We're not intelligent, because we lack intellectual stagnation. And that I want to lack. That's a sign of it. It involves a diminished desire to learn, explore, or question. People who lose their curiosity tend to avoid new experiences or resist delving into unfamiliar subjects, depriving them of opportunities for growth. So that's why people like finding in my community, in a Jonestown and Concrete Jungle, you can't tell them say Michael Manley wasn't God to them on earth. When you explain to them, I tell them, say, alright, if Michael Manley was a good man, why on God's earth him have the military and the police force, but yet him sell 2,500 young men to Cuba to come back to terrorize people who claim say a liberator and to kill them? Them not denounce that because the people them are dead, them are liberator and them not related to them. And their pain, the people them are dead, their pain no count. And then you say you're one-sided. If you put yourself in another man's shoes, you don't know how the shoes feel. That's why for me, I don't think that way. I think differently. My thinking expand. I think of myself in another person. So that's why people from my community at Jonestown and Concrete Jungle, them not gonna like me. Cause me speak the truth. Just like how when them burn on Eventide and I told people that it wasn't people from Tivoli Gardens or Rima. It was men right from my community. Vincent Morrison, Spurline, him live at Connecticut. George Pang, Tony Wells, Natty, and I can go on and on. The amount of people were involved in that. You think the man from Tivoli Gardens could have come to that? Only a dummy would have believed that. But people still believe it because of them close-mindedness. A rigid mindset often accompanies intellectual stagnation. When individuals are resistant to new ideas or perspective, they limit their ability to adapt, innovate and thrive in a rapidly changing world. Close-mindedness creates an echo chamber where only familiar and comfortable thoughts are entertained. So if I don't know something with them like, them don't want to hear it. Or with them don't want to hear. Nothing will go against the grill or them thought process. Because once you touch it, say no, we don't know that. Complacency. Intellectual stagnation often stems from complacency. A contentment with the status quo. Yeah, so them don't grow. Them just want to stay right there, so them don't want nothing to upset them to make them uncomfortable. The mindset discourage self-improvement. So to them, them feel say by them stuck in a one mindset, them feel say them achieve something, in which them know say them keep themselves. That's not self-improvement. As individuals feel no need to challenge themselves or see better solutions. That's why you can't get a carpenter to be mechanic work, because the carpenter is stuck in the carpenter's mind. So he don't want to expand his mind to become a mechanic. Decrease creativity. The ability to think creatively and generate innovative solutions diminishes when one intellectual stimulation is absent. Without creative thinking, individuals struggle to approach problems from fresh angles or devise novel approaches. And if you notice, we don't even try to curtail or control what people say. The only thing is that we black people, when trying to make certain, once you use derogatory language, like curse word or anything like that, we don't have no tolerance to that, because over here sign up for corrosion, corrobongos and dirty bongo are criminal minded people. These are the people who are intelligent and people who hate criminals with a passion. So we can't say we are against something but you are support something because of and not even views, because most of the people them post, them not watch things, them just jump to a conclusion and then see something and assume it. And that's how me learn in the military. At one point in time, them send me to a something like a Comic Con. With military uniform. And at the time, laptop prevalent. It was, it was very expensive. A 20-inch Toshiba computer was like $1,500. And PlayStation was like $600. So they had some small computers at this Comic Con thing for people, people all over the world, Chinese, everyone, and so them send us. It was really, in case we never know, most people never know, it was like to really test people intelligence. And them have gifts for people in the military. Them have tables with books, computer and games and all of that. I was one of them where choose a book. Yeah, I choose a book. Others take games, some take TV, It was 4 of us who chose a book. Them tell us anything when you choose, it's in a box. You must not open it until you reach at the base. And when I reach the base, I open up my thing. I open the book. It was a $3,000 check in it. It was coming close to Christmas. A book with $3,000 check in it. Yes. And then you have people them will get other things who never choose it. So the 4 of us who choose the book get $3,000 each in a check. That was deliberately done. And based on that, them say, boy, it goes to show people's mindset. Because people are stuck. Because I want to know about Asian culture. Then you have reduced problem solving skills. Stagnation can impair critical thinking and analytical thinking, essential tools for navigating complex problems. When these faculties are underutilized, they weaken, leading to a decreased ability to tackle challenges effectively. So the causes of intellectual stagnation, several factors contribute to intellectual stagnation, many of which are rooted in personal habits, external circumstances, or mental health challenges. So some of you will say, why, hey, say there's a madman and all them things there, yeah. So one, lacking of intellectual stimulation, an environment devoid of new ideas. So you know what, if you're not new, challenge our diverse perspectives, fosters stagnation, routine task, monotonous interactions, and limited exposure to thought-provoking material can sap intellectual vitality. So enough people love the comfort zone. Remaining with familiar routines and habits discourages growth. Sometimes when I tell other people, say them no read. I same thing here though. Because you just stick with the thing. It's like a man, when time him take up the gleaner, him just go to the cartoon section. Yeah. That's all him know. Him no read anything else in it. Him no read about flair. Him no read about crime. And him no read about commentators. The commentators them and their commentary. Them no read about politics, so them don't know what is going on. Them just stick with the cartoon and them don't have to come out of it. Because I enjoyment to them. Anything else, it'll upset them. So while the comfort zone of safety, they often prevent individuals from exploring new opportunities or acquiring fresh knowledge. And one of the biggest reasons is because of fear of failure. The fear of making mistake or facing setbacks inhibits risk-taking and experimentation. This fear keeps individuals tethered to what they already know, limited their potential for growth and discovery. So that's why I hear things and I say, boy, so I never did here. Because you keep yourself at the same position. Because you don't want to come out of it because you fear of failure. Negative self-thought, persistent, self-doubt. That's one of the biggest things when I kill you. Persistent self-doubt or critical inner dialogues can erode confidence and suppress the willingness to learn or try new things. So whether or not you want to believe it, no longer that you the persistent self-doubt, it has to do with your self-confidence too. And you suppress the willingness to learn or try new things. Such negativity can create a self-fulfilling cycle of underachievement. And it's a mental health issues. Condition like depression and anxiety can impair cognitive function, memory, and creativity. They create mental barriers that make it difficult to engage with intellectual pursuit or think innovatively. So most of you know watching the video and them thing there. Basically, you don't even know. You're suffering from mental health issue. So when you not talk about other people mad, we just tell you them thing, So somehow, you have condition like you have depression and anxiety. That's why it can impair your cognitive function, memory and creativity. They create mental barrier that make it difficult to engage with intellectual pursuit or think innovatively. So when you think about you normal, you check yourself. Maybe you need to see a doctor because you have mental health issues. So strategies to overcome intellectual stagnation. Reversing intellectual stagnation requires intentional efforts and commitment to continuous growth. So here are several strategies to help reignite intellectual vitality. 1. You cultivate curiosity. Everything. My mother teach me this, anywhere you go and see paper or anything with writing, read it. Because maybe I something you read if you save your life. So even we used to have our bubble gum. I don't know if I met them thing anymore. And the bubble gum, some of them would have like some tattoo thing where you put you have to make sure you put the right amount of saliva or water on it to make that indentation on your skin to transform it to your skin. That was like before tattoo become popular. That was something that subconsciously, where them do from in the 80s. Yeah, 70s, 80s. No, that's something where you see everybody do. But guess what? Most people don't even know. The same tattoo, it come with problems. Many people who get a tattoo end up with all kind of problem. Grave disease, like wives cartel. Some of them have all hole in them face because guess what? The ink, you have to understand, the greatest tissue on your body is your skin. And you see once you rupture it and cause problem, remember say the blood now go flow through in your skin as it's supposed to. That's why when you supposed to do like a MRI or anything like that and then inject you with any iodine or anything like that, then flush out your system. So when you put tattoo on your skin, that's because you have some mental health issue. Why God never make you with no tattoo? So why you do that? Because you feel your body and you're free to do what you want to do. But in a long when it come at a cost. Because you're going to have problems. Health problems too. Them teach you that in the military. Here in the United States of America. Anyone you see in the military or used to be in the military have tattoo, them do it at them own peril. Because in idea, you're going to have consequences. Challenge yourself. Make a conscious effort to explore new ideas, cultures, and subjects. Ask questions, seek out different viewpoints, and engage with content that challenges your perceptions. Yeah, not stuck in the same gear. You're stuck in the same gear, vehicle not gonna move. That's your mind. Step outside your comfort zone by tackling new tasks or hobbies. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a musical instrument, or solving complex puzzles, embraces challenges can stimulate cognitive growth. Nothing wrong for fail. Some people afraid to fail. Embrace failure. Reframe setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than signs of defeat. Recognizing that failure is an integral part of growth allows you to take risks and innovate without fear. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps in fostering awareness and appreciation of the present moment. It can enhance focus, reduce stress, and promote positive mindset, all of which are conducive to intellectual engagement. Connect with others. Don't just stay by yourself. Engage in stimulating conversations with people from diverse backgrounds. Exchanging ideas and experiences with others can broaden your perspective and expose you to new ways of thinking. Not because somebody does think as you try to have conversation with them and you use facts, not emotions. Show them say you're rational. You're not afraid. Prioritize learning. Dedicated time regularly to reading, writing, and other intellectual pursuits. Lifelong learning, whether through formal education or self-directed studies, keeps your mind sharp and agile. So the role of fear of failure. Fear of failure can be one of the most significant barriers to overcome intellectual stagnation. It acts as a safety net, keeping you within the bounds of what you already know and feel confident in. However, this perceived safety comes at a cost. It confines you to a smaller, less dynamic version of yourself. To grow intellectually, you must be willing to take risk, face uncertainty, and occasionally fail. Each failure becomes a stepping stone, teaching you valuable lessons and building resilience. That's why, like, for me, people can't break me. So when people are going to try for use certain tactics and, oh boy, when I go watch the video and this and that, you not hurt me. And you yourself, you're hold on because you do not want different information for challenge your mind. It's for you to grow. By adapting these tragedies, you can counter intellectual stagnation and unlock your potential for growth and innovation. The key is to remain curious, open, and committed to lifelong learning. Ensure that your intellectual journey remains vibrant and fulfilling throughout your life. So, as we said before and we say again, we'll let you listen to this brother. Yeah, man. 2 voicemail what I'm saying. So we're bad mind. So we're the epitome of bad mind. And we're glad to wear it. When a bad mind a body, you understand what I'm saying? It's just that if we're wrong, we don't have no problem if we say we're wrong. We have video on the channel where we say we're wrong and them thing. We even did talk with Everton Blender. I mean, and we don't say eye to eye and them thing. Based on 1 and 2 little things. The same man even I say, so what? You never did know say Everton Blender involved in a court before. No, and everything we are going to know. Why if he say we are going to know everything? We don't know everything. We're not God. We are not God, So you understand what I'm saying? We don't want about the truth. We don't know everything. Some things we don't know. Some things we are learning. You understand? So you watch, you listen, and you decide. So I want you to listen to this man.
Christopher Porter. All what me I say. And that me I tell you for all the time. Bridging the whole on the pan YouTube. I make no money. So no just do what I do, brother, and stop go against the other one. And in a sound good, brother, and go black man and do them thing there, brother. Stop go against the other man, them just do your thing, man. If you drink milk, just drink your milk, man, and you not be left the man within cow them how much you want to have. As long as you drink milk, that's how it go. That's how me see it. Why you I hold it man upon YouTube and I him no more me hear you depend. Why can't get so much views? Me don't know about nobody death and him not talk about him. Me don't know about that. Me don't know about that because me have a problem with with even your program too. The problem I may have with your problem, when you know of something I got done and something I set up, you come out and call out one who I got do it and everybody there on YouTube, so you put them on them guard for people can catch them. Anyway, I'm not a YouTuber, I just listen to the program them and I listen to everybody when I feel like listen to it, see? So, do nothing, brother. Yeah? Me do nothing. Yes, as me I say, boss. Make everybody live, man. Every mouth is to be fed. Time for you to come off a Sir-P. Sir-P depend on the thing a long time, I think before you too.
After a break, when Sharif had spoken to him.
So instead of the bad mouth the man and the bad mind the man and all them thing, the Christopher, love the man do your thing, man. Cause I never hear Sir-P call up no name, no time or nothing. Him just a doing program and a doing show and him give you statistic and whatever. When I'm not call about politics or whatever. But brethren, every mouth is to be fed and that is why violence and bad mindism can done because it's like Cain and Abel. It's like Esau and Jacob.
What were you intending to do when you took
Man eat them food, man. Top bad mind the other man. Well, that's why me not go have nothing, because me can't bad mind nobody for nothing at all. But the way you crucify Sir P, you're full of bad mind with against the man. Blessed love every time. I choke me, I tell you now. I have no indicted feelings against none of you. I just tell you how I see it. Blessed love.
Yeah, so you hear the brother man say, that boy, I'm a bad mind, and yes, you understand what I'm saying. So we don't have a problem with that, if you say we're bad mind, because I thought that it was Sir P that was the one that was bad mind. So it fascinating how Sir P seemed to wield such an extraordinary influence over his audience. His charisma and sharp insight undoubtedly draw people in. But what's more intriguing is the blind allegiance many of his followers exhibited. At the slightest critique or introduction of an alternative from Sir P's perspective, it's sacrilegious. So them seem like a god. These people don't want to challenge the status quo on their mind, because make them feel uncomfortable. How we reach a point there as a people where we can entertain another view or different perspective. At the slightest critique, there's an almost knee-jerk reaction of outrage and defense, as though any deviation from Sir P's perspective is sacrilegious. So let's clarify something up front. This is not an attack on your deity. It's a call for dialogue, conversation rooted in presenting facts, exploring ideas, and most importantly, think critically. I was a detective, so when I investigate case, I can just look at it from one perspective and what I believe. And what I believe is the facts. Emotional reaction versus rational thinking. You can't use emotions as evidence. Your immediate emotional response says more about your state of mind than it does about the content being critiqued. When you encounter different viewpoints, why is the instinct to lash out rather than to listen? Does disagreement feel like a personal affront? This reaction highlights a deeper issue, the unwillingness to engage with ideas that challenges your beliefs. True intellectual growth demands that you confront uncomfortable truths and conflicting perspectives. If your loyalty to Sir P prevents you from even considering other viewpoints, then you are not engaging in critical thinking. Just remember that. You are not engaging in critical thinking. Instead, you are participating in a form of intellectual idolatry, where your devotion blinds your broader conversation. So don't pretend say you're intelligent. You're not. Because you have an intellectual stagnation. By only consuming contents that align with your belief, you are constructing an echo chamber. A space where your ideas are constantly reinforced. So I think will make you feel comfortable. You don't want to hear nothing outside of it. You don't consume nothing. It's like a man who drink rum, and if he's thirsty, he don't want water or rum he want. So it end up mess up him liver. What I tell you, what I mean? Because he don't want to drink water. I'm just used to drinking the rum, and eventually it's going to kill him. But him not care. Although him know that, but him say, no, I'm not used to nothing else in a rum me want. But this might feel safe and comforting, but it's incredibly limiting. The world is complex, and issues like crime, justice, and governance require nuanced understanding. How can you fully grasp these complexities if you refuse to entertain opposing perspective? An echo chamber does not just hinder your personal growth. It perpetuates misinformation and stifle meaningful dialogue. You end up with a shallow understanding of critical issues unable to engage in substantive debates or influence positive change in your community. So that's why when people tell us you're dumb, are them because of these things. Critical thinking, a pathway to true understanding. Critical thinking is a cornerstone of real understanding. It requires you to examine evidence objectively, consider alternative perspective, challenge your own assumptions. Without these elements, you are simply observing information passively. Never question its validity or seek deeper truths. This is not about rejecting Sir P's insight. It's about complementing them with a broader spectrum of knowledge. If you trust his perspective so deeply, shouldn't it withstand the scrutiny of other viewpoints? If not, what does that say about you? The strength of your conviction. Blind loyalty to any one source of information undermines your ability to discern fact from fiction. It leaves, over here saw school, it leaves you vulnerable to bias, manipulation, and ultimately intellectual stagnation. Do you want to be a follower, or do you want to be a thinker? Before reacting defensively to any critique, consider this. The goal isn't to tear down Sir P or his work. It's to foster a richer, more informed dialogue. Ask yourself, what is the critique actually saying? If you don't watch it or read it, how are you going to know? What evidence support this perspective? If you do not watch it or read it, how you are going to know? But you're going to post a comment. You're going to post vitrials without and defensive comments without even watching. Oh, not. You're stuck in a one gear. Does this new information align with or challenge my current understanding? Why? Even if you disagree, engaging with opposing ideas allow you to refine your beliefs and develop a more robust understanding of issues. Dismissing everything outside your comfort zone as blasphemy only weaken your intellectual foundation. You have to learn to think. You can't make others think for you. I just saw it go. I was to tell you already, if you not learn nothing over here, so you're at the wrong channel. So your loyalty to Sir P feel like a testament to his impact, but it becomes counterproductive if it stifles your ability to learn and grow. The most powerful thinkers, Sir P included, understand the value of engaging with opposing views. In case you don't know, him listen to the Jamaica Young Police channel. You think him not listen? Of course him listen. We him echo words what we say on them thing there. Like the criminal's paradise. That is our word. We, more than 2 decades now, we place that moniker on Jamaica. And him said, we don't have nothing against him personally. We don't have no vendetta against him. We are not a men baby. This is not ego thing. One Jamaica we want to say, we want to clean it from top to bottom. Jamaica's problem is not the little boy them with a fire gun. They are just a symptoms of a problem. The problem is 63 people in a parliament and the educated people them. My thinking is totally different because I am coming from my experience as a detective and someone who was born and raised in the ghetto. I don't think like the average person. My thinking is not intellectual stagnation. They recognize growth. People like Sir P recognize growth comes from challenging ideas, not from clinging to them unquestioningly. Whether or not you want to believe it, but if he say him just stuck to where him do every day, him challenge him own self, whilst Uno in a one gear. And for him that play right in a man. I him know say boy him a shepherd. I him know say Uno a sheep. you can be led, just like the Pied Piper. So what does your mindset say about you? If you refuse to explore a new perspective, it suggests a fear of change and an aversion to growth. In a sense, you are choosing comfort over progress, confirmation bias over truth. You know, like, you don't want to grow. You want to just stuck where you're there. So here's my challenge to you. Watch the video. Listen to the conversation. Think critically. Resist the urge to dismiss differing opinions as attack, and instead view them as opportunities to expand your understanding. Strong convictions can withstand scrutiny, and true growth comes from stepping outside the boundary of your current worldview. Remember, strength lies not in unwavering loyalty, but in the courage to question, to learn, and to grow. So you have to understand the sign of intellectual stagnation as it presents itself in various ways affecting different aspects of life. And we're going to tell you some common signs. You feel unfulfilled or disconnected from your work. When intellectual growth halts, task and responsibility lose their meaning. Work feel like a chore rather than a source of accomplishment or personal growth. You're lacking a sense of purpose or direction. You just come like a zombie. Without intellectual engagement, life can feel aimless. Goals seems out of reach or irrelevant. And there's a constant sense of drifting without a clear path forward. Avoiding responsibilities and commitment. Stagnation often leads to procrastination and avoidance. So that's why you avoid to watch the videos them and you just jump to a conclusion. It's an attack on your deity and your God. Watch it and you will learn. And you might be shocked when you watch it. Look at the comments where the people them write. It's not everybody a attack. Some people say them learn. They are learning. The thought of tackling new challenges feels overwhelming, resulting in a withdrawal from responsibility. Feeling stuck in monotonous routine, day-to-day life becomes predictable and repetitive. Every day you just wait, man. I just want somebody you want to watch. You listen what the man say? Gavin, you hear him say? Him watch video from everybody because him love to learn. And that's a man we have him doctorate. You hear him? That's not a hard person. So you see the difference with people who are intelligent than people with us right there. You know, I mean, say because somebody have a degree means them smart. How all people have degree are dummy. I tell you that. Yeah. See already have them thing there at a function in the military. And a man, big doctor and them thing there. I look on the pool. Them dummy self. Him I wonder how them get to paint the pool. And I said, wow. How them get to paint the pool with the water in it. And I said, really? How does somebody a doctor and him not know that? Them paint the pool first, before, and then it dry, then them put the water in it. I'm saying, oh, you know, I wasn't even thinking. So you see it? Sometimes some small little things, even the smartest of people on earth, sometimes even a little layman if you explain that to him. So we don't know everything. Resisting change and challenges, change requires adaptability and openness, but intellectual stagnation fosters a fear of the unknown. This resistance prevents growth and locks individuals in their current state, experiencing regrets or dissatisfaction with life choices. A stagnant mind, yeah man, just you ever smell, if you have a waterfall, you ever smell the tank, yeah man. When that blowing, man, I tell you, you know, if you have to live a Waterford, post mount on them place, you smell it. We don't know if we know some more or less that's supposed to go on and everything, but I tell you, you know, man, boy, that is a kill way. You understand? Yeah. You know. So there's a lingering dissatisfaction that stems from unfulfilled potential and missed opportunities. So the consequences of intellectual stagnation doesn't just affect productivity or career progression. It has profound emotional, and psychological consequences. Left unaddressed, it can lead to depression and anxiety. Demonity and lack of purpose can feed feelings of despair, hopelessness, and worry about the future. Isolation, intellectual stagnation often results in withdrawing from social interactions and connections. Regret and self-doubt without growth, people may dwell on past mistakes or miss opportunities, eroding their confidence. So because enough people them lack confidence, that's why them fail to go outside of the box. Fear of failure, fear of making mistake and or failing can paralyze growth. People often prefer the comfort of familiarity over the risk of venturing into the unknown. Lack of stimulation, environments devoid of intellectual challenges, or exposure to new ideas can lead to stagnation. Routine tasks and predictability scenarios do little to engage the mind. Negative self-talk, a persistent inner critic, can undermine confidence, making individuals doubt their ability to learn or grow. Comfort zones are safe, but limiting. They shield individuals from risks, but also from opportunities for growth and discovery. Mental health issues, conditions like depression and anxiety, as we said before, can make it difficult to concentrate and think creatively or seek out new experience, perpetuating stagnation. Yeah, so stagnation is just like when it back up, nothing now flow. So breaking free from stagnation requires deliberate effort and a willingness to embrace change. In a life, change doesn't necessarily mean progress, but in a life you have to learn to accept changes. And look what happened in America right now. People that say, hey, when I worse man, I become president again in America. Whether you like him or not, some people, I best thing will happen to them. Because he might say all like things them want for years. Them not care about the truth. Because them have intellectual stagnation. Same so people can't say about the Democrat them so. Because them tell us say up is down and down is up. While other people say no, me not that. Me rather go the one where the other one. So it's a choosing between the two evils. Although them have information that educate them and them have the information that can help them grow. No, them not that. Trying something new can stimulate the brain and bring fresh excitement into life. Whether it's painting a garden, coding, hobbies engage different parts of your mind and foster creativity. Learn something new. Every day read, man, read. Enroll in a course, pick up a new book, or watch educational content. Learn something. You want to learn something about Africa if you're black. If you're European, learn something about Europe. Learn how them wicked. They are the epitome of evil. All evil come from Europe. Find new sources of inspiration. Seek out people, places, or experiences that spark curiosity and excitement. This could involve traveling, attending cultural events, or simply spending time in nature. Look for new opportunities. Step out of your comfort zone. Take on new challenges. Whether it's applying for a new job, volunteering, or starting a side project. Fresh opportunities bring growth and change. Connect with others. Engage in meaningful conversation with people who challenge and inspire you. Their perspective can offer new insights and broaden their understanding. When you tell somebody something, use facts, not use emotion. Just like how I would tell a man, say, Michael Manley is the worst prime minister ever because him sent 2,500 young men to train in a terrorism to come back and kill Jamaican people. But because the people them were the 2,500 men them kill, it's not their family, they make excuse of that. You have to can think critically. You have to put yourself in another person's shoes. What if the 2,000, one of your family member or victims of these men? What would you say? Not because you know experience. You have to put yourself in another person's shoes. That's what I have done all of my life. So that's why I can think. I don't just think and being biased and confirmation bias. No. Intellectual stagnation is not a permanent state. It is a signal that it's time for change. By recognizing the signs and taking proactive steps, you can break free from monotony, reignite your passions, and renew and find renewed purpose. Growth is a lifelong journey. Each step you take towards intellectual engagement brings you closer to a more fulfilling and dynamic life. Nothing beat that. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.